Hey, thanks for watching. I'm going to give you a quick overview of a game called Onitama. Onitama is a two-player game. It's a little bit like, I've never actually played chess, but it would be chess-like, where you're kind of combating each other. If you want to take a look at the table, I'll show you what I have set up here. Here I've got the red player, and he's got his sensei in the middle, and he's got two guys at either side. And this is a dojo. These guys are martial artists, and they're going to be fighting each other. And then we have the blue player over here. He's got his sensei there, and he's got his students fighting there. The object of the game is to either take out the sensei or get your master onto his throne, is how you win the game. And it's a little bit like chess or checkers in that if you have a player there, and I can move my player there, then this player is taken out from the game. And so obviously it's just a battle back and forth. If we look over here at the red player, these cards are drawn randomly. I got a whole deck of these cards, and there's just oodles and oodles of these different moves you can make. So the red player has what's called the bear and the crab. And if you look at the black mark on there is where the player is at the moment on the board. And this is where he can move to. Okay? So he would be actually, the card would be faced this way. I'm just doing that for the camera, but if it's faced this way, and if we go back to the board here, so for example, this guy here could move one forward. Now if we look at, again, the crab, it says he can move two that way, which he can't do, and he can move two this way, which he can't do, so he'd only be able to move forward if he wanted to use that card. He doesn't have to use that one. He also has the bear. And again, the bear probably isn't a real good one either because he can only move one forward. And he can move his sensei as well. It don't make a difference. After he chooses which card he wants to use, so let's say he uses the bear. He's going to use this card and move this guy forward one spot because that allows him to do that there. Okay? And what he does is he trades that one for this card that's in the middle of both players. And this is, again, randomly drawn from the deck. And this one's called the dragon. So he would replace the bear with the dragon. And he would take the dragon into his hand. It would now be the blue player's turn. The blue player has a turtle and an iguana. And these are just, again, you know, they're animal names, but these are just names of martial arts moves that they would be using. So if we look at the turtle, again, it would have to be faced like that. If you want, he wouldn't actually be able to use the turtle because he can't move, but he'd have to use the iguana. So maybe he takes this guy and he moves forward. Again, he can. This is the black is where he is. He can move forward. He could also move over here, for example, with that guy. Again, he can move any guy. He can move a sensei over here if he likes, whatever he wants to do. And then he would trade that card with the one that's in the middle as well, and he would now take the bear. All right? And then we go back and forth. We go back to the red player. He now has a choice between the crab and the dragon. Again, I'm just going to move this card so I can kind of see. So he could, I don't know, he could move this guy over here if he wanted. And again, you can see on the card that's how it's made. If he used the dragon, he would then trade it with the iguana. You go back here and it'd be the blue player's turn. And you just go back and forth like that, trying to eliminate your opponent's pieces, trying to get the sensei or trying to get your sensei onto the other guy's, your opponent's throne. It's a very, very thinky game. And again, it's only for two players, so if you have someone in your family or a friend that you would really like to play this with, it works really good, but it's very tactical. It's thinky, there's some downtime, obviously your opponent's thinking about what to do next. Even though there's not a lot of moves, but you're trying to trap your opponent. So you're trying to think, well, if I use the iguana this turn, I'm going to begin the dragon, and my opponent, you can see what moves that he can make. Well, if he puts his guy there, I can maybe get him, and that kind of thing. It's very easy to set up. The rules are incredibly easy, even though there's lots of these cards, but they're all very simple moves. There's nothing really complicated in there whatsoever. They're all just kind of variants of one another. But the strategy in the game is quite high. Like I said, it is fairly thinky, so if you're not into a thinky game, this may not be for you. But that is the game Onitama. If you're interested in learning how to play this or you'd like to play it with someone, let me know and I'll bring it to the table. Thanks for watching. See ya.